We didn't want to just come on here and go, hey, there's this great audio show, listen to it. By the way, there's 1,000 episodes. Go and get overwhelmed. Hi folks, it's Helen Rosenzweig here and welcome to the podcast. I'm here with Liana again, and this is not a book chat this time.
No.
I'm not sure even what to call a media chat or something. Whatever. It doesn't have to have a label. So we want to share a resource with you that our family really enjoys. And actually, we have we've been enjoying it for a long time, haven't we?
Wow.
Like years.
Yeah.
Yeah, like quite a few years.
Maybe 7.
7 years. So we tend to pull this out during car trips.
Car trips, yeah.
Yeah, and we listen to it as a family. All right, so it's not an audio book. That's why I can't call this a book chat. This is not a book. It's not someone reading out a story. This is actually, it's a show.
Yeah, it's an audio show.
Audio show. So it's just like watching a TV series, except it's all audio. There's no visual, so it's perfect for sitting in the car.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of our audience may already know about this series, particularly our American audience. So it's called Adventures in Odyssey, and it is produced by Focus on the Family. And I believe the show, we have been enjoying it for at least 7 years.
Yeah.
But the show itself has been running for a lot longer than that, hasn't it?
Yeah, I actually haven't worked out when.
Yeah, we're not sure when. There are a lot of episodes. How many episodes are there? She has a list.
I have a list. Up to about 1,019.
Right. A lot of episodes. So, we didn't want to just come on here and go, hey, there's this great audio show, listen to it. By the way, there's 1,000 episodes. Go and get overwhelmed. That's why we want to come on and talk about it and also share with you where we think you should start listening.
Yes, because you don't need to go right back to the start.
No, you don't. So, all right, first of all, let's talk about why we love it.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. So,
why do we love it?
Why do you love it?
It covers a very wide range of things. So there's a few different dynamic groups that go on. There's the middle schoolers, there's some high schoolers, there's some families, and then there's just some adults. You know, and they mix all the time, but then sometimes they're in their groups, and sometimes we have, around the town mysteries, because, Odyssey is this little town where they all live. Sometimes we have these little mysteries. Sometimes there are big, massive counterfeit rings that are going on
big,
in the town.
High level spy work, and
the hospital's got to blow up,
Yeah.
But then we also have, fun. There's a few wedding episodes with some of the couples and, bit of relationship stuff and, some fun, easy family drama too. That's also funny. Yes.
Yeah. So, as Liana said, it's based around this little town called Odyssey. There's a whole host of characters. There's basically something for everyone.
There is.
And this is why our whole family literally enjoys this show.
Mm-hmm.
Dad included, down to Matthew, who's 7, Liana and Zanae, well in their teens. We still all really enjoy it, and we love listening to it together. So you've got a lot of there's quirky characters,
some maybe a bit more than realistic.
Yeah, but it's just really entertaining, and not just that, it is a Christian show.
Yeah,
and you learn things from listening to the episodes.
Yeah, you do.
Even we learn things, and we find it encouraging, and so it's not just entertainment-wise, but it's really the whole package.
Yeah.
And this is why we love it. We were just traveling back we were doing a 5-hour trip home the other day, and we were listening to some new episodes that we hadn't heard, and everyone is riveted in the car. And we can listen to it together, and then we talk about this together. So it's a really great resource because, we don't need to be on devices in the car, And it gives us something we all do together in the car. So we don't do it all the time. There'll be other times we've just got music on in the car or we're doing separate things. But
Yeah.
for a lot of it, we love to get in the car and listen to Odyssey. Now, you also listen to it in your room.
Yeah, I do.
Yep,
Yeah.
they listen to it at home as well. So it's really great for that. And Dad loves it. Like, yeah, it really is for everyone. And we're often laughing together,
Yeah.
crying.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
Just
crying
sometimes.
for sure. Like, it's really great. So Matthew is 7 and he's I think 7's the youngest age,
Probably.
really.
He still has to ask sometimes what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, and it will depend on the individual. But because it is purely audio, they've got to be able to listen to the story and follow along.
Yeah.
So they've got to be at that level. And I remember when I first introduced it to you and Zanae, I think it was just a little bit over your head still. But probably, definitely from 8, 9, it really kicks in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about some of the characters.
Oh, some of the characters. So do you want to start with some of my favourite
Yes.
characters? Well, me, always the romance lover. I grew up with the era, I call it the Penny and Wooten era.
Mm-hmm.
So the start of where we started listening is where we get introduced to Penny. She's new to the show, and she's a love interest for this really quirky, just out of this world
Totally eccentric dude.
mailman named Wooten who is obsessed with licorice and cream soda and has a slide in his house, like that kind.
Yep.
And Penny's pretty wacko herself, but
Yep.
not in a not nice way, just in a
Yeah.
they're just a bit crazy. And it was fun to watch their dynamics. And we saw their wedding, and there was a massive catastrophe coming back from the honeymoon. Some of my favorite episodes. I can memorize basically the entire wedding episode.
She's listened to it that much.
That much. And so, yeah, Penny and Wooten, they were my favorite characters watching them.
Mm-hmm.
But I also... So, we should probably mention Wit.
Wit. It does
Centre
center
Wit.
around Wit.
It centers around Wit. He's like this first character, and it's all the major thing is this ice cream shop called Wit's End. To be honest, I never think of Wit when you say characters, but I really should be.
Yeah, he does. He is the stabilizing force. He's the
Mentor.
your mentor. Yeah, he owns Wit's End, which is basically a soda shop, ice cream shop kind of thing. And this is where people go. He's also ex-government agency, isn't he?
Yes.
So this is why we get a lot of interesting...
Yeah, because his son's involved as well, and a few other
it's
characters.
secret agent sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And Wit used to be with that. He's a computer genius, I guess. Yeah, I'm thinking of Eugene though, more on like his higher level. But yeah, anyway. So he's also created the Imagination Station, which is basically like a virtual reality why the word had just escaped me then. Virtual reality experience.
For particularly the Bible.
Yes, and yeah.
There's a few other machines that do similar things, but they're not going into the Bible too.
Yeah.
So there's actually an entire book series on the Imagination Station.
Yeah.
I've had a friend who's read those, and Matthew has a few of them.
Yeah, Matthew, we've just bought them for Matthew. He hasn't, it might be slightly too early for him. He hasn't quite got into them yet. So that's Wit. And just out of, I've been to Wit's End because the Focus on the Family's headquarters in Colorado Springs, they actually have a little Wit's End in there, ice cream shop. So I've actually been to Wit's End and had an ice cream when I was in Colorado, which is nearly 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Which means we were listening to Odyssey before that.
Yeah. Really?
Were we? That doesn't make sense. You were
Maybe
before.
you were. I wasn't.
Didn't know about that.
I know
it was
you-
9 years ago. It wasn't 10.
I
but-
know you brought some up for a little while, but then put it
Yeah,
away.
okay, yeah.
until we were
Because
over.
it wasn't... I already knew about it when I went there. It wasn't okay. So I was preparing and I just had to wait for the girls to be old enough to be able to follow it in the car. Yeah. So, yeah, that's Wit.
And then the other two main center characters, I guess, is Connie, major one. She's the longest. She's the person who's been on there the longest, because like,
except for Wit.
well, Wit's voice has changed. So voice actor wise, she's the one who's been there the longest. She's been there since episode 4 when she came in as a teenager. Now, I haven't listened to those. I just know this. And now she just works at Wit's End, and she's like 30 and like single, but it's okay.
Yeah.
She's a funny
she's
character.
currently basically raising her 16-year-old half-sister.
It's hard to explain her character.
Yeah. So she's doing that. So yeah, we've got teenagers, we've got middle schoolers, we've got families, you've got some young couples, and then some just some adults that we're hoping will become couples. So
Well, everyone's convinced Connie's now got to stay single forever, though.
Right.
Because there was a guy and she was engaged to him, but then it didn't work out. So.
I want to point out, nobody is endorsing us to do this podcast. We just really love this show, and we really think it's a great resource for families because it is something you guys can do together.
Yeah.
And also learn and be encouraged. Like, we laugh some of the episodes. I think Dad particularly loves the crazy Wooten stuff.
I love Wooten too.
Yeah, but Dad really gets a kick out of it. And occasionally you'll get different kinds of episodes. Like, there was one episode that was showing the true story of a soldier in World War One, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, Sergeant York.
No, that's not World War One. Was it?
I think it was World War One, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Sergeant York.
Yeah, so there's some episodes like that. So there's really a lot of variety. So they come in albums. So let's talk about how you can get this show.
Yeah.
So originally they're on CDs. I know that's an archaic. The reason I invested in the CDs though in the beginning was, again, because the kids can play it in their they can play it in their CD players because we don't allow them, device access all night. So you can buy them on Amazon. If you're in Australia, Kurong stock them. If you are in America, you can buy the digital formats. You can just download the digital from the website. They don't allow us outside of the US.
Which might be a problem soon because the final album that's coming out is going to be the last CD one. But you do have another option. They do have an app. They have an Odyssey Club. Now, this is subscription based. Mm-hmm. But it gives you access to all of the episodes. Which include ones that don't appear in the album.
Yes.
Because they have some exclusively for club members.
Yep. So, which we have done recently now. We've subscribed to the app and it's enabled us to get access to a lot of episodes that we haven't listened to before. Mm-hmm. And also the club, we've started listening to some of those club episodes which we hadn't before.
We thought they were completely different. They're the same thing, just not in the albums.
Yeah. And so that's how to access it. So it was pretty easy. And where would you recommend people start from? Because they have albums. So there's episode numbers and there's albums. So let's talk about where we recommend people start from.
So I think I've got the answer to this.
Yes, you do.
We went as far back as album 53. Now the latest album is, I think, 79. The latest one's 79. We went back to 53. But then I heard this thing at the end of one of the other episodes, which mentioned they actually did a reboot at some point, a few episodes earlier. So based on...
A few albums earlier.
Albums earlier. So based on that, we recommend you start at album 51, because after album 50, they changed most of the characters. They kept the core characters, but like the other families, they basically all changed and they brought in a bunch of new ones that are still involved today. So we recommend you start there.
Yep. I mean, if you want to go all the way back to the beginning, sure. But I have listened to some of the earlier ones.
Yeah.
They were created quite a long time ago, so I think the vibe of them is a bit different.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so from album 51.
Yeah, because that's also when
Yeah.
Whit's voice changes.
Okay,
too.
so the character, the actor for Wit had changed at that point. So I guess for consistency and ease, then starting at album 51, and then yeah, you get introduced to all the characters that we know and love very well now, and yeah, your teenagers will love it. Like even teenagers will love it. You guys love it. There is, so they've got two. Well, they got a lot of teenagers in it,
They
but
do.
they've got two main teenagers, Buck and Jules.
Yeah.
So Buck was a foster kid that comes in
Album 53.
in 53, and we're following his journey, and Jules as well. Jules is that Penny's half sister. That's
Connie's half sister.
Connie's half sister that's landed in her lap, right? And she now has to, handle her attitudinal
Yeah.
sister and deal with all of that. But they're at school, they're dealing with stuff at school, they're wrestling with faith. They're not all Christians.
Yeah.
They're not all Christians. They deal with some tough subjects. What are some of the tough subjects that the whole the series has dealt with?
Oh, tough subjects.
Yep.
I'm drawing a blank. Do you have any
Death?
ideas? Oh yeah, who died? Oh yeah, that was pretty insane.
Yep. There's death.
That was one of the middle schoolers actually had a teacher die on an excursion, and she was dealing with guilt.
Yep.
Over something she wasn't directly involved, but brought down her entire faith for a while. And
Yep. The characters wrestle with that. They deal with spiritual warfare. They deal with spiritual attacks.
Yep.
I'm just thinking of, was it that girl that felt guilty for the
Olivia.
death? Is she the one that then dealt with that, the voice that was speaking to her?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, look, so it doesn't sugarcoat things. It deals with things that as Christians we want our children to be aware of and to also know how to handle things. So I think it's a really great way. It stimulates conversation. They sometimes have a couple of episodes where they will tell you at the beginning, kids, you should have your parents around for this episode.
They recently dealt with a bit of alcohol, I think. Not too heavy though.
Yeah. So that's why we love it, and that's why we recommend it, because we just think it's great. It's just a great way to keep the family together, particularly while traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. So it's called Adventures in Odyssey. You can get them from Amazon on CD. They might have the digital versions too. I'm not sure, because again, in Australia we can't get access to Amazon's digital library of music and audio. We're not allowed to download it. We'll pop links in the show notes.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you already know this show and you listen to it, we would love to hear who your favorite characters are. And if you have favorite episodes. Do you have a favorite episode?
Well, it used to just be the wedding, Penny and Ruten's wedding, and then their honeymoon.
Yep.
Because that was just funny.
Yep.
They've gotten a little bit I could memorize all the words now. Why would I listen to that again? So I don't really know if I have any favorites anymore.
I find the whole Buck thing was hilarious when he was wanting to ask Jules out.
Oh, that was
so funny. Really. So romance lovers, there's
there's a bit. It's not heavy, but
it's not heavy, but it's
every era has a couple. We're going into an era of a new couple now that our last couple got married a little while ago.
Yeah.
We're seeing it coming, and before that there was another couple, so there's a couple for every era.
Yeah. And there's a lot of threads woven in. You can tell some episodes are already planning there's something that's going to come up later.
Yeah.
Because they love to do mysteries and secret agent stuff and things like that. Right. So it for a small town, a heck of a lot
Oh yeah.
happens in this place. Right. So go and check it out. Seriously, if you would like to get your kids off their tablets in the car, this is one way to do it. And you're spending time with them. It's not an isolated activity, and you'll enjoy it as well. it'll help you driving because it's not boring. Like, you know, it makes the time go faster, and you can have these conversations with your kids. So we really can't recommend it enough. I really love it.
Yeah.
And you know, for years we're still listening to it. So yeah, I think that's the testimony. I think it's very well done. The acting is well done. The sound effects, it's not
all good.
Yeah, it's a high quality production. So it's definitely worth watching. So
Yeah.
we hope you enjoyed this. Please remember to subscribe if you enjoy our episodes and our podcasts. And please tell us, you know, if you watch the show, watch the Adventures in Odyssey, and have a favorite character. We'd love to hear about it as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Until next time, we'll see you later.